Ahead of Election Day, a nonpartisan group founded by laity is organizing a nationwide day of prayer next Tuesday to help foster peace. Organizers of Unite the Nation, which helped plan this Eucharistic procession and patriotic rosary rally in Wisconsin, are asking the faithful to help organize a day of adoration on November 3rd in every parish throughout the country. Joining me now on Skype to tell us more about next Tuesday's event is Helen Flanagan, Director of Outreach for Unite Our Nation. Helen, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. So tell me, what inspired you to organize a day of adoration on Election Day, and also what are you hoping to accomplish?
Sure. Thanks for having me. What inspired us, actually, it was 2 weeks ago. It was October 15th, and there was a local men's group, and they were meeting. And they had the idea that they should ask their pastor to have adoration on Election Day. And then they kind of realized right away, we need to take this nationwide. So they came to us. They happened to know our leader, Kevin O'Brien. And so they came to us and they asked us if we could help promote it. And by 2 weeks ago, on October 16th, a Friday, we had the page up on our website and we started promoting it. And the reason we want to do it is there's just so much unrest right now, and there's fear and there's incivility in our country. And the only way we're going to cure that, we think, is through this adoration, because we have to bring God and we have to bring our concerns to God, and we've got to ask Him to bless our nation. And so the best way is to open up our churches and to have Jesus there and to stand before Jesus and ask for His help.
Helen, what's been the response so far?
The response has been amazing. We have over 520 churches signed up right now. We have churches from 48 states, and we have a church in Canada, and we have one in Australia too. So the people around the world are going to be praying with us.
That's amazing. I know your organization has helped to plan events in the past, like the Eucharistic procession that we showed in Wisconsin. What are you hearing from the lay faithful about the need for these kinds of unifying events, especially, amid the pandemic and all the political divisions right now?
Yeah, so what we're hearing is that, starting from March and for several months, and in some places still going on, the churches were closed. People were locked in their houses. And there's just that need, there's this need to have this public prayer. There's a need to bring Jesus out into the streets. I think a lot of people feel that it's resonating with people across the country. I hear that all the time. As the director of outreach, I'm the one that works with the people who are planning these processions. So what we're seeing is that when we closed up the churches and we didn't have the sacraments, that there really was this lack of God in our country. There was this physical, very visible lack of God in our country. And now that the churches have started to open up, that's great. But, when we had that lack of God, what did we see? We saw these riots. We saw this lack of response for our first responders. It was just, everything felt like it was falling apart. And it still feels like that, I think. So when we take God into the streets and we process and we take our Blessed Mother into the streets and we open up our churches for adoration, this is a public witness. You don't have to be Catholic to go in a procession. And we've had a lot of Protestants who have joined these processions, as a matter of fact. And you don't have to be Catholic to go into a Catholic church on November 3rd. And as a matter of fact, we'd like to invite people to, invite your neighbors and invite your friends to come in. They don't have to be Catholic, but they can come in and experience that peace, and we can ask God to bring that peace to our country, and that's what we're really trying to do.
Yeah. And Helen, quick last question. Where can our viewers go to find more information if they'd like to participate?
Sure. The best place is ytysync-en.net. And in the main navigation, there's a little adoration November 3rd. And you can click on that, and you can find there's another button there that says locations. And if you click on that, you can enter your zip code, and you can see if there's adoration near you that day. And if there isn't, go talk to your pastor this weekend. It's not a difficult thing to plan. Mm-hmm. It's very easy, and we would really appreciate it. And more so, our country needs it. We really need it right now.
And we definitely do. Helen, thank you so much for your time and for what you do. We appreciate it. Helen Flanagan, Director of Outreach for Unite Our Nation.
Thank you.